Alright guys, maayong udto sa inyong tanan, maayong udto once again. This is Princess Higa at syempre ngayong araw, alam ko kahapon hindi ako nakapag-upload dahil wala lang, feel ko lang talaga sobrang tamad ng araw ko guys. Pero ngayon, nakikita nyo naman, I am on at least going out clothes dahil nasa labas tayo. At ngayon ay meron akong aatinan na event kung saan gusto ko kayong isama, syempre, para naman makita ninyo na to. So this event actually is about African fashion. Ayun, it's a fashion show and of course a bit of how do you call this, displays about African fashion. Ayun, so syempre napaka-interesting. So kahit na medyo matamlay ako guys, pipilitin kong lumabas ngayong araw through this event para naman sama-sama tayong mag-enjoy. Ayun, at syempre dahil nagbibenta-benta ako ng chitenge or African fabric, as you can see, that's what I'm wearing right now. It's also a good idea for you guys to see this fashion para meron kayong idea kung ano yung pwede ninyong gawin with chitenge or yung tela ng Africa. Ayun, so if you want to see more of today's episode, of course, keep on watching. Of course, stick with me and keep on watching. Alright, we have reached you guys. So, ang location ng event ay nasa Kampala lang naman. So, hindi malayo. Sinamahan ako actually si Hood ang nag-invite sa akin dito. Ayan, meron silang banner sa labas. Afri Art Fashion Show 2023. So, let's go inside and see what's going on. I can see the organizers already here. And they said we have to come in an African inspired fashion. So I did not have time to make a new one. Kaya ito na yung sinuot ko. So I'll see you guys. Parang interesting to. Let's go.
Collaborative space, you know,
like they share.
They share.
And this is African art made by Ugandans, right? So eto na kami guys sa Afri Art event dito sa Uganda. This is for 2023, of course, with cultural dance, fashion show, food tourism, and some exhibitions. So even has how many pockets? This one is the small size.
Hello, my name is Kasiri Arthur, and the co-founder of Trillion Looks, which organizes the Afri Art and Fashion Show.
Arthur, okay, nice meeting you by the way. Again, this is Princess Higa. So guys, andito ako ngayon sa Afri Art 2023. Tell us something about Afri Art, because of course our viewers doesn't know yet what's really happening and what this thing is all about.
Well, Afri Art and Fashion Show is one show that is an enabler to the creative industry. More so, we're here to celebrate our roots, celebrate our culture, and celebrate what we do as well, can say people from Africa.
Yes.
The dresses, the food, the culture dances, these are part of us. And
art,
so,
and the art,
yeah,
most of it, right?
Yeah.
Because dancing, I can see the painting, and of course, the arts and crafts is also there.
Yeah.
So does this happen every year?
Yes, this event happens every year, and today's event features over 15 designers.
Wow.
We have over about 40 models that are going to model these outfits. And we have culinary tourism where people are going to test the kinds of food in Uganda, and yeah.
That's very nice. Most of people, by the way, doesn't know how creative Africans are. Right? But for me, I'm sure with all these things that I watch on the movies, and of course living here in Uganda, Africa, 3 years of being here, it has made me experience a lot when it comes to African art, culture, and food, and many other authentic African experience. Yeah. So what would you say to someone who has never been to Afri Art before?
For the person who has never been to the Afri Art and Fashion Show, well, this is one show that you need to be joining and following at. Our website is www.afriartfashionshow.com, and we always share our experiences as Africans and the attires that are still worn on the on the runway show, these are also displayed out there for purchase. We are people who love colors, and colors are always part of us.
Yes, with that, by the way, when I think of Africa, I think of colors, vibrant, happy colors, patterns, shapes. Not only that, it reflects on the personality of Africans.
Definitely.
So to prove to you guys how amazing their art and culture is, I got myself this very nice product, of course, here from AfriArt 2023. Let me show this to you, everyone. So this here is a handmade robe made of chitenge, or what they call the African fabric. It's very nice, as you can see, and this is local designers making it.
Sure.
Local, how do you call this? Local seamstress who makes this robe. So look at that. The pattern and the color looks amazing. It comes with a belt, and to show their love to everyone who buys from them, they give us this very nice, colorful, simple pouch to go with. So that is really, really good initiative.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being part of us, and we are really, really very grateful. And I know that everyone who is watching this, you can still get these same same attires from TrillionLooks.store, which is the company behind the AfriArt and Fashion Shop.
We will put those details down in the description box below for them who wants to, for you guys who wants to check it out.
Sure, sure.
All right, thank you once again, Arthur, for this very short interview, for giving us your time, and of course for having us here in AfriArt 2023.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Alright, bye! Alright, so ngayon guys, nag-aantay na lang kami mag-start. And habang nag-aantay, yung MC or yung host ay nag-iikot, trying to engage the audience while waiting. But I'm hearing the first part of this runway is a cultural dance, and then it will be followed by the fashion show. So sobrang excited ako kasi kailangan ko ng idea fashion na chitenge or African fabric. Ayan guys, magsa-start na ang fashion show. We will start with the cultural fashion. So, we shall see how it looks. Ayan na, lumalabas na sila. So, these are locally sourced materials from cotton to bark cloth or yung galing sa puno. And then, of course, there's also banana fiber. Ayun, tingnan natin. Hello everyone. Ayan, maayong buntag. Hindi ko natapos ang episode kagabi dahil sobrang pagod ako at gusto ko sanang piliting matulog. Pero naalala kong isukat itong nabili ko galing sa AfriArt 2023 kahapon. So, anyway, hindi ko na i-chika sa inyo kung bakit at paano ako nagsimulang mag-business ng chitenge or African fabric. So gusto kong ikwento sa inyo yung punot dulo or yung history ng benta-benta ko na to. Katulad ng sinabi ko sa inyo sa past episode natin, talagang kulang yung buhay ko pag hindi ako nagbebenta. It can be online, it can be retail, it can be any ways of selling goods. Ayun. Last time, dahil ako ay napansin niyo marami akong acne marks, right? Isa din sa pinasok ko na bentahan before ay yung Lux product. And binenta ko siya hindi dahil sa komisyon, kundi dahil sobrang effective niya sa akin. At napakadali lang ibenta dahil alam mo yung feeling na hindi mo kailangang maraming salita dahil mismo nanggagaling sa mata mo yung katotohanan ng iyong reviews. So, talagang pinuntakte ako ng acne, and yung acne ko pa is yung cystic. Kaya nakikita nyo, nag-iwan talaga siya ng marks at saka yung iba dark marks. Pero dahil dun sa Lux White at saka yung tinitake ko is Lux White, Lux Renew at saka grapeseed extract, ayun, talagang nalinis at nag-stop yung pagtubo ng aking acne. So, I believe that's the only beauty products I really sold. Kasi yung iba, though, hindi kasi ako, guys, yung klase ng tao na nagbebenta ng something na hindi ko ginagamit. Kasi for me, mahirap siyang ibenta. Wala yung passion, wala yung spark kapag ka nagsisales stock ka. Unlike sa isang bagay na gamit mo or proud ka na you are a user or you have an experience of using the product. So, nag-flashback lang ako konti, pero ito na yung story ng Chitenge. So, way back, pagdating ko dito sa Uganda, pansin na pansin ko talaga yung vibrant na kulay ng tela na ginagamit ng mga lokal dito. Mostly, nakikita kong gamit nila to as a lesu or yung malaking scarf na tinatali nila sa kanilang waist. Lalo na kapag gumagawa sila ng mga gawaing bahay para hindi ma-expose yung kanilang skin kapag nagmamap kasi mahilig sila ditong mag-bend. Hindi sila katulad sa atin na umuupo habang naglalaba or talagang nakatayo pag nagmamap. Hindi. Sa kanila, nagbe-bend habang naglalaba, naghugas ng pinggan. As in talaga yung bend, guys, na parang acute angle na style. Hindi ko alam kung ma-imagine ninyo, pero ganun siya. Anyway, other than that, nakikita ko din na it's also used as a clothing. Ayun, paggawa ng mga damit dito. It can be a casual event. It can be a school event. It can be just a casual wear. So, sobrang na-appreciate ko dahil maganda nga talaga yung kanyang pagka-vibrant. Yung unang kita mo palang nafe-feel mo na Africa. So, I would say that this Chitenge or African fabric is still is a big part of African culture and it's still used until today, 2023, at hindi lamang ito ginagamit dun sa mga probinsya or away from the city, kundi mismong sa syudad din. And people can really make amazing designs and they can make a lot of products out of Chitenge. So, syempre, na-expose ako sa different products dahil talagang hands-on ako. Kapag lumalabas ako, binibisita ko yung mga African art market or African art shop, handmade arts and crafts. And I saw that they can do a lot of different finished product gamit itong African fabric na to. So, most of the time, you will see bags, purses, coin purse, then there's also decorations para sa bahay. What else? Of course, the biggest market that they have is just the pure cloth. So, dun sa Kampala, meron talagang malaking building kung saan nagbibenta sila ng Chitenge fabric lamang. So, napakaraming small shops. And how they do business, like pinakita ko sa last episode natin about Chitenge fabric, yung title is The More the Merrier. Pinapakita lamang na they do business and they know how to help each other kasi magkakatabi lang lahat ng mga shops. But the game changer there is the customer service. Yun yung selling point. So, ngayon, I decided, kasi meron ako mga local events na pinupuntahan and I'm like, I'd rather make myself a unique dress out of Chitenge African fabric than buying a casual dress. So, doon nagsimula, nagpagawa ako sa friend ko ng damit. And it was actually made for the Miss Planet International. Pero dahil hindi natuloy, I was able to use that dress for a wedding, and that dress was really beautiful and I loved it. And that was my first ever Chitenge dress. Then nasundan pa yon dahil nag-attend ako ng isang Kwanjula or yung introduction event. Ito ay isang maliit na parang wedding ceremony pero lokal na paraan. And the third Chitenge I have is I used for Independence Day. Independence Day 2023, dahil nga to embrace the culture of being here in Africa, we are given the chance to wear either Filipino wear or African wear, which I think is a really good initiative, by the way. So, last year when I was showing off these dresses, kasi sobrang proud ako at ang ganda at feel ko na sobrang unique, hindi ko siya in-expect na ganun yung kakalabasan niya kasi you can just copy a lot of designs online. It doesn't limit into 1 or 2 designs. Sobrang dami kayong pwedeng gawin sa African fabric. So last year, I traveled to Kenya and Tanzania, and we were staying in this really nice Airbnbs, you guys, and we are also staying in a 5-star hotel sa Tanzania. And kahit gaano ka modern yung kanilang accommodation, resort, and hotel, there is always this touch of African fabric, and it doesn't, hindi siya weird. In fact, you will really appreciate the pop of color. Kasi pag African fabric, talagang yellow, green, orange, pula, blue, and a lot of different patterns. I was taking photos, I was showing social media how to put an African feel in a certain room. So, nung time na yon, meron na ako nare-receive na mga messages all over the world. I have received from USA, meron din from Canada, meron din from Japan, and they really wanted to have the fabric. So, gusto nila na isend sa kanila. So, ngayon, alam ko, ang isa sa challenge dito sa Uganda is yung courier. Wala dito yung local courier na mura lang. Though meron siya, which is Uganda Post, hindi siya ganun ka-efficient katulad ng mga public post sa ibang bansa. At least sa Pilipinas, Philippine Post is useful. Sa Thailand, Thailand Post is very, very efficient and the cheapest. So dito, hindi ganun. May posibilidad na hindi masend yung item, mawala yung item, madamage yung item, or hindi mo matanggap yung mga packages. So, yun yung reason bakit hindi ako makapag-send. Other than that, Uganda is a landlocked country. Ibig sabihin, talagang ang way lang na magsisend ng items outside of Uganda is by plane. Kasi wala kaming port, walang barko. Isa pa yan sa nagiging hadlang, kaya hindi ako makapag-ship before sa mga first few customers na interested sa chitenge or any African products. So ngayon, what I did, of course, the better way for me is to check with DHL and LBC kasi yun yung mga international courier na meron kami dito. Also, we have Aramex, and Aramex is also very good. So for those who wants to ship their items internationally, you can check Aramex. Their fees are a lot better, a lot cheaper. Pero, yun lang, mahal pa rin kasi international. So, when I called DHL and LBC and asked for a kilogram or 2, nashook ako, guys. Sobrang nashook ako kasi dahil nga Asia ang country, tapos nasa African continent, Asian continent, and nasa African continent tayo, a kilogram starts at around 200 USD. Yun yung pinakamababa. So, for me, it already made it impossible to send these items sa mga may gustong magkaroon ng chitenge African fabric. So I was disappointed kasi wala akong ibang choice, wala akong ibang option. And then last year happened when I decided na we are going back home sa Pilipinas para magbakasyon and to take my kids there to meet their family, my family, kasi nga never pa nilang na-meet, lalong-lalo na si Chico at si Kulit-Kulot dahil galing kami ng Thailand and then we went to Uganda immediately. So, sabi ko, okay, let's go back home for 2 months. So, naisip ko, anong pwede kong gawin? Kasi, the expenses are very, very high and we need allowance when we are there. So, tinry kong i-market yung chitenge kasi meron namang mga interested buyers, though hindi ganun kadami, is because I never thought of it na i-market siya kasi nga walang courier na mag-send na affordable. So sa courier pa lang, ayokong ma-discourage na yung mga customers. I started marketing it online. And dahil nga established naman yung aking Facebook page, which is mga hindi nakakaalam is Tindera sa Africa. Ayan. Unfortunately po, yung Tindera sa Africa na page is it's not monetized in Facebook kasi lahat ng Facebook, mostly dito sa bansa, dito sa Africa, they are not eligible for monetization. Pero I was able to grow this Facebook page dahil dyan po talaga ako nagsimulang mag-trending dahil sa aking mga mini vlog nung ako'y nag-aasikaso pa ng mga tindahan. So, by God's grace and blessing, nagkaroon ako ng mga interested customer and buyer na nagfa-follow sa akin. So, from there, they were very, very supportive. All of you guys are very, very supportive were very supportive during that time. And I was able to bring some chitenge African fabric. And kahit na Pasko yun at alam ko maraming gastusan, talaga namang people came through. Ayun, kasi nga they really wanted to have an authentic African product. And the only way to have that is for it to be coming from Africa. Okay? So this cloth that I am, this Chitenge African fabric that I always endorse is they are actually mixed. Some are from Kenya, some are from Congo, some are from Tanzania, and then we have also from Uganda. So it's amazing how all this how this one product is from different African country. Okay, so alam ko merong magsasabi na meron naman to sa palengke, madam. Ay, meron naman to sa Shopee, madam. It's okay kasi hindi naman ako pumipilit. There's no forcing anyone to purchase. Pero there's also a lot of buyers or customers who really wants to purchase if it's coming from Africa, from an African supplier. So it was really, really amazing, and I was able to bring some, and I immediately, when I arrived in the Philippines, a week or two after that, I was able to send the items and people loved it. I have customers from New Zealand. Meron din ako mga customers na mga OFW pero pinasend nila sa Pinas abroad, and they really appreciated the tela kasi the tela is 100% cotton. Yan pa yung isa guys, no? Mahirap kasi maghanap ng supplier na mapagkakatiwalaan dito kasi people will say that it's 100% cotton, but a real honest seller can feel the difference if it's really 100% cotton or not. So I am blessed kasi I have a very friendly and very trustworthy supplier na talagang binibigay sa akin yung best na quality. And I know there are a lot of different varieties and qualities, at yung presyo ay nakadepende nga sa quality. Minsan sa pesos, ang presyuhan ay nagsisimula sa around 1,000 pesos pataas. Merong mga 800 pesos pero hindi na siya masyadong masarap sa balat. So from 1,000 pesos, meron up to 3,000 pesos depende sa klase ng tela at sa details ng tela. Ayun. So when I got back home, like I said, I was able to send the Chitenge African fabric, and a lot of people loved it. A lot of my customers were very happy with it. Ang iba sa kanila ginamit itong pang decoration sa bahay. Pwede mong gawing bed runner kasi merong mga hotel ginagawa itong throw pillow cover at saka bed runner. Pwede mo rin itong gawing throw pillow sa sofa. Pwede mo rin itong gawing parang pang-accent sa iyong mga basket na native. And then you can also make this as your apron. Pwede ding, how do you call this? Yung cover para sa mitten sa kusina. So I realized na ang only way pala na madala ko tong Chitenge African fabric na to is only kapag merong uuwi galing Africa, which is madalang kasi nga sobrang layo. And other than that, hindi kami pwedeng magdala basta-basta, lalo na kapag wala namang order, kasi I have to give the supplier cash lagi. So kapag walang order, mahihirapan akong magtapal kasi malakihan yung capital. Ayun. So yun guys, ang history ng aking paano ko pinasok yung Chitenge African fabric na pag-i-endorse at pagbebenta. Kasi syempre I have to take advantage sa fact na nandito ako sa Africa, at isa ito sa mga item na hindi mapapanis, hindi masisira, at it can be versatile or versatile. Ayun. So pwede siyang gamitin sa damit. Like I said, ang dami-daming model online guys. Ilagay nyo lang dyan, wrap around na skirt or wrap around pants. You can also put how do you call this, bathrobe. And speaking of bathrobe, I actually have this from yesterday, and I was shocked kasi nilagay nila sa parang tote bag na Chitenge din. But this is the bathrobe. I want to show it to you guys. Dito lang tayo banda sa may electric fan. So, binili ko to kasi I wanted to help the event of AfriArt yesterday by supporting them and by buying one of their products. So, ayan siya. So, basically, it's a robe, a house robe. Pwede sa gabi pag gusto mong lumabas ng bahay, tapos naka mini dress ka or something. And then, ayan. Ayun. So, it's like that. Ayan, pakita ko sa inyo para makita ninyo. So, I like the sleeve na mahaba and gusto ko yung pa-belt na meron siyang pang-secure dito sa gilid. Other than that, gusto ko yung bulsa. Ayan. So, that's how it looks from the back. Sa malayuan naman ganyan. Mahirap tawag nito. The full body. Pero pwede natin gawin ganito saglit para makita ng all. Ayun. Ayan. Para lang makita niyo saglit. So, this is how it looks, you guys. So, pwede akong lumabas ng bahay na nakaganito, covering myself pag nakapantulog. Or you can just, if you are cold, you can just put it on top of your sleeping clothes. But, look at how amazing that is. Meron siyang malaking bulsa. Kasi baka gusto mo ng pera habang natutulog. Oh. Ayan. So, that's how it looks. So, that's how it looks, you guys. Ayan. Sana nagustuhan niyo yung konting pag-model ko. Alam ko, hindi ko nabigyan ng masyadong hustisya. Pero gets niyo na yung ibig kong sabihin. Like I said, look at that. African pattern and African color. Then, of course, made by a local seamstress. And napaka-pulido ng pagkagawa. So, I really like it. As you can see, sobrang malinis yung kanyang trabaho. And I'm proud of it. So, lalaban ko na lang to para hindi siya masyadong stiff. But this is also 100% cotton. Alright, so once again, you guys, I would like to take this opportunity para tapusin tong episode na to na nagpapasalamat sa inyo. Kasi, hindi nyo lang ako sinusubaybayan sa aking kwento-kwento ng aking buhay. Sinusubaybayan nyo rin yung aking source of income para sa akin at para sa mga anak ko at para sa mga future causes and plans namin as a family. Ayun. Syempre, it can also help para matuloy yung pag-uwi namin sa Pilipinas kasama si Auntie. Maraming salamat ulit sa inyo. Rest assured na ang inyong mga chitenge ay nasa good hands and you're going to have it very soon. So, alam ko marami na sa inyo yung excited. Again, maraming salamat at sana wag nyo kaming iwan sa kwento-kwento ng aking buhay kasama ang aking mga anak na si Kahil, si Calby, or si Kulit-Kulot, and syempre si Chiku, and the next one, we shall see kung anong pangalan. I know we miss Kuya Nasri and Muhammad Ali, but I am sure that they are also happy kasama yung nanay nila. So let's just wish the best and pray for the best para sa both family. Ayun. Once again, you guys, maraming salamat and I'll see you guys on the next episode.